Haha, what's going on, people? B Phife here. MLB 13 to show. I finally decided to do it. Every year, I always have to think about whether or not I'm going to purchase the new one. This was the first year that I did not get it on day one, because I normally make that decision before release, but this one I thought I would hold off. Did the GameStop rental, played it, liked it, and the story. Now, and the reason why I was hesitant this year, because every year has been a really good year for the game, but this particular year I was concerned about the fact that they wanted to make this more accessible to a lot of users, okay, aka the kind of the casual, quote unquote arcade style player. And all of the other sports games that have tried to do this just went over the top and made the game and just really dumbed down the gameplay for the simulation player, aka Madden, NCAA, and even NBA to some respect. But MLB's show, they didn't do that. To my surprise, they made it accessible, but they also kept their hardcore simulation integrity intact for those gamers that love that about the game, because the game is very intimidating. Okay, the game is very intimidating, and every year I am a testimony to that. I play it for about a month and a half, and as great as the game is, it goes on the shelf and I don't see it, until I don't see it. And it's not because of the game. Again, it's not because of the game. It's just that I'm not that big of a baseball fan. And so to play 9 innings for 162 games plus playoff games, it's just not going to happen for me. I'll never complete a season. Some people, this is what they do, and it's just not something that I decided to do. So as you can see, I decided to do the RTTS. Okay, the road to the show. Now, this for me, I think, is a better way for me to stay engaged, because the games go by so quick. I could play about 10 games in a time that I would play maybe one, full 9 innings. So it allows me to have more of a rapid pace, etc., etc. You get what I'm saying. And another thing is, you have to kind of get used to, and it helps you get used to, some of the positions and the responsibilities and what you're supposed to be doing at that particular time. For somebody that's new to this mode or new to baseball, like I was. This year I decided to play second baseman. Last year and the years before that, I dabbled in the outfield because I wasn't as familiar with the responsibilities of the player positions. And that's my recommendation to anyone that's in that same position. The infield for me, I felt, might be a little bit more exciting. You have the first and third baseman, which kind of play limited roles, very important, but they play limited roles, not as much as, say the second baseman and the shortstop. Probably for me, I think the shortstop has more responsibility, so I thought I'd go with the second baseman and maybe trade positions within. So this year I'm looking forward to it, keeping me engaged. And I just want to personally thank San Diego Studios for putting my name in the game. Man, you know how many times I had to improvise? Check this out.
Barney Phife. Barney Phife. Barney Phife. Barney Phife.